Hello guys, Keeper on TV back for yet another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a Premier League predictions video. I done a Championship one yesterday, and being that the Premier League's returning tomorrow at 6 o'clock, Villa versus Sheffield United is going to be the first game back, followed by Man City versus Arsenal at 8:15. I thought, you know what, I might as well do a Premier League one. So I'm going to be doing the top seven because it's going to be interesting. I'm not going to be doing the top four, so top seven because yeah, them European places, you know, could go to any team, from Arsenal to Manchester United. It's going to be interesting to see where each team finishes. And the bottom three, the title race, there's not really a title race. Liverpool have already won the league. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So the top four, Liverpool are going to win the league, obviously. They're 25 points clear of Manchester City. Manchester City do have that game in hand though. But Liverpool only need to win two more games and they'll be crowned champions. So I think they'll do it in the next week or two. And yeah, Man City second. They're 4 points ahead of Leicester, and they've got that game in hand as well. I can't see Leicester catching Man City. I think Man City, even though they've got nothing to play for, and they've got Sane back, they've got a full fit squad now, like a lot of teams in the Premier League. So yeah, Man City second. Now Leicester third. Leicester are currently third. They've been used to playing one game a week in the Premier League this season. They're going to have to be playing like once every 3 days now because they're in the FA Cup. They've got a quarter-final tie against Chelsea. But they're 8 points clear of fifth place, Manchester United, and 5 points clear of fourth place, Chelsea. I actually think Leicester, I know they're at a disadvantage because they've got a smaller squad, but I do think Leicester will finish in that third spot. 5 points clear of Chelsea. Even though they've got some tough fixtures, I think Leicester would just about scrape third place and get into the Champions League. A lot of people will disagree with that, but yeah. Fourth place now, this is a real interesting one. You've got Arsenal 8 points off Chelsea, but they've got that game in hand, which is against Man City. Sheffield United in seventh with 43, and if they win their game in hand, they go above Manchester United into fifth place, 2 points off Chelsea in fourth. Wolves 5 points off Chelsea. Manchester United and Chelsea and Manchester United, sorry, I think will be fighting it out for that fourth spot. And I'm actually going to go for Manchester United. I think Manchester United will finish fourth above Chelsea, being that Manchester United have the momentum, and I think they have one of the easiest run-ins as well, out of the top nine teams now, because of course Arsenal are in ninth. So yeah, Manchester United in fourth. Chelsea will finish fifth, in my opinion. I think they'll still be getting Champions League football though, but I think, yeah, I just don't think that they've been good this season. Don't get me wrong, but they've lost 10 games, and I think Manchester United, like I said, have the momentum, and I think I'll see Chelsea finishing fifth. I can't see Wolves, Sheffield United, Tottenham making up 7 points on them, even though there's 9 games left. So yeah, Chelsea in fifth. Sixth place. I'm actually go. I'm gonna go for Tottenham. I think Tottenham will finish sixth. I think they'll pick up. I think they'll win some games, but they've got players like Son back and that. But I can't see Tottenham breaking into the top five, so it could be Europa League football for them. Of course, they lost in a friendly to Norwich as well, and yeah, they got Kane back, Son back, Ali back, but still, I think there's a lot of problems at Spurs. They've got an aging team, and as we've seen this season, it's coming back. It's coming back to hurt them because then Spurs. The thing with Spurs is they didn't spend last. They only brought in Ndombele, but he's flopped, hasn't he? So yeah, Spurs in sixth. I'm gonna go for. I think Sheffield United will drop off massive. Wolves in seventh. Wolves in seventh place. I think they've done amazing this season. I think they will finish above Arsenal. It might sound crazy, but Wolves in seventh place, like they finished last season. They've got players like Jimenez and that, and yeah, they've been amazing this season. Like a lot of teams, they started the season off really poorly as well. But I think Wolves will finish in seventh. Eighth place, Arsenal. Now this might seem crazy, Arsenal finishing in eighth place, but anything can happen. They lost in a friendly to Brentford. I know it's only a friendly, but still. And even though they've been beaten in 2020, they've been having a lot of draws. It's going to be really tight. Like putting Arsenal in eighth behind Wolves is a bit, not really delusional though, because Arsenal are ninth for a reason. But yeah, and I'm going to be putting Sheffield United in, hang on, let me see. So Sheffield United in 9th place. I know I said I'll do the top 7, but yeah, the top 9 means that Arsenal are 9th. Sheffield United have been doing really well. They're fighting for the Champions League. Now, putting Sheffield United in 9th is going to trigger a lot of Sheffield United fans, but let's be honest. Playing behind closed doors is going to have a massive impact, and playing it's like the same with Leicester every 3 days. But Chris Wilder's going to, on the flip side, Chris Wilder's going to be demanding they put in performances and that, but when they was playing at home, they had the home crowd behind them. I don't think they're going to be having that anymore. So Sheffield United in 9th place, I think they'll drop off massively. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's going to be my top 9. The bottom 3 is interesting. I think Norwich, only 6 points off Watford with 9 games left. So, you know, they could realistically get out of that. I remember when Leicester did it in 14-15, and then they went on to win the league the following season. But I think Norwich will finish rock bottom of the league. Just don't think they've got the quality to, you know, pull out a load of wins. Aston Villa are 19th, our rivals, of course. I'm not going to be biased here. If they beat Sheffield United, which is possible, then they go above Watford and West Ham into 16th place. Do I think Villa will survive? I do not know. I want them to go down, but I've just got this feeling, you know, I've got this feeling that they could survive. They actually could survive, but I'm still going to be putting them in 19th place due to the fact that they have to rely on Grealish almost every week, let's be honest. 19th place, Aston Villa, but I think they'll just about get relegated. I think it'll be a really tight relegation battle. I think it could go down to like the last 2 games. And the final relegation spot, so we've got Norwich and Aston Villa, my bottom 3 so far. So we've got Bournemouth in 18th. I don't think Bournemouth will get relegated. I just have a feeling that they've got players coming back. I just have a feeling that they'll get out of the bottom 3. West Ham, Brighton in 15th, Watford in 17th, on 27. Only goal difference separates the 2 sides, 1 goal. Brighton in 15th on 29 points. Now, I think Brighton have got some really tough fixtures. They've got Arsenal, Leicester, Manchester United, Liverpool, Man City, Southampton, So they've got some really tough fixtures, like I said. Southampton away as well, Burnley away. I think Brighton will be the final team to get relegated, and I can see Watford and Bournemouth surviving, and also West Ham. So yeah, my bottom 3 is going to be Norwich, Villa, and Brighton in 15th place. Top 9 is going to be Liverpool, Man City, Leicester, Manchester United, Chelsea. What did I say now? Yeah, Tottenham, Wolves, Arsenal, and Sheffield United. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. It's been Keep White TV. I'm really excited for the Premier League to be back. Leave your predictions down below in the comments. Who do you think will win the league? Well, that's not really a question. Who do you think will finish top 4, top 5 for this reason? Being that Manchester City are banned from the Champions League, and who do you think will get relegated? Do you agree with what I've said? About my bottom 3 predictions. But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It's been Keep White TV. Keep on. See you later.